Hi folks, Sam Hazlett back here with you to talk a little bit about wine, and in particular this week we're going to talk a little bit about where wine comes from. I think one of the things people forget about wine is that all wine begins as grapes, and those grapes grow on a farm, and that farm is called a vineyard. Wine is essentially an agricultural product, and all wine is processed in essentially the same way with subtle variations in the process. But the basics of it hold true throughout the world in every country and every winemaking region. Grapes are grown in a vineyard and they are harvested once a year. You get one crop from a grape harvest. And that time of year when they're picked is in the northern hemisphere right about now. You get September, October is the prime time for picking grapes all over the northern hemisphere. And that's what we're going to look at today, because I think that sometimes people forget a little bit about where wine really comes from. They see a wine, they wonder about, the bottle, they think, this is a fabulous product from a great producer, it's going to be aged for a certain number of years, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into wine connoisseurship that has nothing to do really with where the wine came from. And that's what we want to explore today. So let's get to it.
The first thing that happens in the production of wine is picking the fruit. Here we see a young man out in the vineyard picking some ripe grapes. These grapes are then transferred into some kind of a picking box, then taken into the winery and weighed, and then crushed. So the crush is one of the main first steps of making wine. And here we see doing the crush the old-fashioned way. The one thing about doing it the old-fashioned way, crushing the grapes with your feet, is that you also have in with that the stems. And the stems can give the wine a little bit of structure, a little bit of tannin, and can make the wine a little bit more durable. But they also have sort of a green and bitter taste. So you really would like to de-stem the fruit before crushing it and then turning that into wine. And here we'll have a look at how the modern winemaker uses a crusher stemmer to de-stem the fruit. So the grapes are poured into the hopper of the machine. The crusher stemmer, through a series of augers and paddles, de-stems the fruit and also crushes the grapes into juice. So essentially what happens is all of the grape, the juice, the skins, and the seeds go out one side and the stems come out the other. The juice and the skins then go into a large tank to be fermented. The winemaker then will test the juice, test it for the composition to see just exactly what the sugar level is and the acidity level is of the juice. Unlike white wines, red wines are fermented on the skins, and this is what really gives the wine its color. Next we're going to look at what happens after the wine has been fermented, how it goes through the press. But at this time, all the hard-working people at the winery want to settle down and have a little something for lunch. So until next time, we'll see you at Sam's Wine Shop. Thanks so much.